Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever it is for you. Here we are now with part 24 of the beautiful DeAgostini Ferrari 330 P4 build, and this is going to be covering pack 27. So this is going to be our build for October 2025. So if you want to get one of these, have a look. There's a link in the description below. Please use that link, go down. It lets DeAgostini know how many people are coming to their channel from me. And it means they'll keep sending me the packs so I can build this model. You'll have to excuse me during this video. There will be a few little sort of clipped in breaks because unfortunately I've got a bit of a cold and a cough at the moment, and yes, so I can edit that out. Anyway, so here we are. As usual, have a look at the magazine first of all. So we can see here all the contacts and everything for your customer services. So we're looking at the Ferrari 330 P2, a giant leap, presented in 1965. The previous model Ferrari 330P had a more powerful engine and technical features inspired by Formula 1. So there we go. Good looking little thing, isn't it? And then we've got the GTO. Now this is personally my favourite ever Ferrari. This is actually my #1 Ferrari. I absolutely love it. It's like a 308 but with the engine turned 90 degrees and fore aft rather than transverse. And twin turbo, absolutely amazing, absolutely incredible. Compression is a 2.8 litre, well 2,855 litre cc, and a compression ratio of 7.6 to 1. Bloody hell, that was low. Wow. There we go, and there you can see the famous Mick Jagger stood next to his that he's bought. I wish I had one of those. They are so good looking. I've never seen one in the flesh. What a beautiful, beautiful car. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm looking for some sort of points to pick up on. Power to weight ratio of 2.9 kilos per horsepower. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. 7.6 to 1 compression ratio, that's unbelievable. And there's the race car. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Right, so here we are. So we're going to, today we're going to look at the brake, clutch cylinders and other elements. So here we got, as usual with this DeAgostini Ferrari build, we've got lots of little bits and pieces. It's a very, very busy model, this one. It really is a very, very busy model. Lots and lots going on. So we got a bag separated into 2 pouches. So we've got some cable there, or some hose should I say. Get that unravelled. Excuse my fingernails, guys. They're a bit dirty. I've been working on my Fiat. If you haven't seen my Fiat 131 channel, then go and have a look. The link is in the description below. Okay, so that's that unravelled. And then we're going to cut this bag open and take out our, we've got some more screws in there, look. Lots and lots of screws. So we've got a plastic tray here which I can struggle to get open. Oh come on, Mr. No Nails. Right. Oh, blimey, it's tight. Oh, dear, dear, dear. So we'll tip that out of there. We'll put that plastic tray to one side for recycling. Bin day tomorrow, so that can all go out. And we've got lots and lots of bits and pieces. So we'll just check. We've got 2 of those there. We've got 1, 2 of those there. We've got those 2 levers there. We've got 2 little clamps. We've got a cylinder and a pair of cylinders. We've got a reservoir, a gold coloured bracket, a T-piece, our hose, that piece there, and some screws. There we go. So that's good. Right, so we've got all of that there. Okay, so let's go into the instructions. We're going to get the light on now because we finished with the magazine. So we're going to push the brake master cylinder F. So we've got the into the hole in the upper frame 26A. So this is from the last part. So you can see we've got this way round, and we've got this brake master cylinder, and we're going to push that into there, in that hole there, so that's going to go in there by the look of it. And that is a nice, very tight fit. Yeah, so that's going to stay in there like that. Okay, connect the two levers 27C to the rods 27E by inserting the end of 27C into the end of 27E. Secure with 2 MP screws, photo A. So we've got MP screws. So we've got these tiny little screws here. Okay, and then we've got our tiny little screwdriver that I haven't got out. Here is the tiny little screwdriver. So we've got the 2 rods there, and then we've got the 2 little linkages there. So we're going to take these and we are going to have these this way round, and we're going to fit this little rod over there. Okay. Right, so we're going to load up the screwdriver with a screw, like so. We're going to take this and we're going to put that onto there. And then we are going to put the screw into that hole, which is easier said than done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to enlarge that hole slightly. Try and get this screw onto the screwdriver. Okay, so they went in eventually. I ended up drilling one side with a 1.2mm drill. I can also see on here we've got a little bit of a sprue gate on there. I'm going to just chop that off so it looks a bit neater. There we go. Right. So they've gone together. Place one of the levers 27C on the front frame in the position shown and insert the end of rod 27E into the hole at the base of the brake master cylinder 27F. Okay, so this is going to go onto here like that, and that's going to sit in there like that. Okay. To secure the lever, place a 27D centre drill over it and tighten an ABM screw in the hole, photo C. So we've got an ABM screw here. Okay. Get that onto a screwdriver, get it loaded up. Okay, and then we're going to take a centre bracket there, and we are going to start again. We're going to put the shaft into the back of the master cylinder. Okay, and then that is going to go over there like that. Hold that in place, just like so, and then this is going to come down and screw into the frame and hold it all in position. Now I don't know if that's supposed to be movable. Here we go, that's movable now. I don't think it is because the pedals don't move, so what I'm just going to tighten that screw up. There we go. Right, so there we go, so that's that done. Right, press the brake, press the clutch master cylinder onto the hole in the front frame 26A as shown in photo A. So that one there is going to go into those 2 holes there. Is that right? Yeah. Seems funny having them so far apart. Okay, and then insert the other rod. Okay, so now we're going to insert this rod over here into there like that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take that screw out, I'm going to turn that lever over because it's got the horrible side facing up. I want the nice side facing up. So I take that screw out of there and then turn it over. There we go. Okay, and then that is going to go into the back of there. That's going to go down like that. We're going to put this piece over the top. That's going to go in there, and then we're going to take another ABM screw. So we've got a spare there. We're going to load up the screwdriver, and we're going to fit that into there. There we go. Just like that. Okay, on to step 4. Place the two protective shields 27B over the levers that have just been fitted and secure them using 4 AM screws. So we're going to get, how many screws? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have more AM screws to use in this build sequence. Come on, bag open please, thank you. Right, so we will load our screwdriver up and fit these covers. So that's going to go on. I thought there might have been a recess at the back of them to go over, but there isn't. Okay, so that's going into there. And then that one's going into there. Just like so. Also, with this package, we've got 5 videos, or 5 magazines, 5 segments, whatever you want to call them. And we've also got a screw box, and I'm not quite sure, maybe it'll say in one of the magazines how we're going to use it, but I'm not quite sure how we're going to use it. That screw completely missed the hole. There we go. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how we're supposed to use a screw box, but I'm sure we'll work it out in the end. I thought what they were going to do was give us a screw box and a box full of screws, much like Pocker give you bags and bags of screws all numbered. I thought they would have given us a box of screws, and then we wouldn't have to have all these individual little bags of screws with every magazine. Right, so that's that done. Take the hydraulic hose, cut 3 pieces of the following lengths, 20, 70 and 120. Press them onto the 3 pins of the T-connector 27J as shown in photo A. So we want a rule and our hose, and we want some cutters. Okay, so we want 20 millimeters. So we'll go into the 20 millimeters, cut that off, so there's 20. We want 70 millimeters. And we want 120 millimeters. There we go. Right. So that's going that way. This one's going onto here. So the long one, the 120, is going onto the right. The 20 is going facing up. And the 70 is going on there like that. So there we go. So that's our hose fitted there. Mount the T-connector 27J on the front frame 26A. Attach the 20 millimeter hose to the brake. So hang on a minute. Right, so we're going to put this, get rid of that hose. This is going to go, press 1 through, mount the T-connector on the front frame. Okay, they're telling us to attach the hose, but they haven't told us how to screw it on or whatever. I should imagine it's going to go on with an AP screw. Attach the 20 mm hose to the brake cylinder, photo B. Press the wiper motor plate onto the wiper motor 20 photo, then mount it on the frame. Fix the connector 27J and wiper motor with 2 AP screws. Okay, so we are going to do that. Right, so we've done that. So we're going to press the wiper motor plate onto the wiper motor. So this is the wiper motor here. So that's going to go onto there like that, I'm guessing. Nope, it's going to go on there like that. Okay. then mount it on the frame. Photo D, fix the connector 27J and wiper motor with 2 AP screws. So I don't know why they didn't tell us to fix the AP screws. I'm getting a bit confused here. As you can tell, this is the problem with doing things live on camera. Come out, bloody bags, get out. Right, so this is going to be connected into this position here. Looks to me like that pipe is too long. We shall see. God dear, I'm not connecting that pipe first. I'm fitting this first, and then we'll connect the pipe afterwards. That makes life a lot easier. Alright, so we're going to put a screw up under there to hold that connector in place. Okay, just give it a little twist so that it's square. And then that hose is going to go onto there, like so. Okay, and then this wiper motor and bracket is going to go, where's this going? Over here. Okay, so that's going to go, there's a pin on there that's going to go into that hole. There's a lug under there. We're going to grab an AP screw, put it in the hole. Oh, come on. Right, we're going to grab an AP screw, put it in the hole. We're going to put that back in there again. We're going to put that into there like that. So that's our wiper motor bracket and everything fitted. Okay. Right, so that's that done. And we're coming over the page. Place the reinforcement 27A on top of the front frame and secure with an AM screw. So this is this reinforcement here. So that is going that way up, and that is going to go onto there like that. I assume it's that way up. So once again, I've forgotten to preload the screwdriver. So that's going on there like that. Tighten that down. There we go. Take the hose 27K, cut 3 pieces of the following length, 75, 300 and 330. So I'm going to need a long rule here. Sorry, my chair arms are catching the table. So I want 330. So there's 30. So there's 330. And then one at 300. And then one at 75. Why am I going about there? One at 75. We'll use this end because it's straighter. There we are. Nice one. Right. So we are now going to connect the 75mm hose to the front frame 26A. So the 75mm hose is going to go where? There. Okay. The 300mm hose, which is this one here, is going to go onto the front of this brake master cylinder. There. Okay, so that must be the rear brake and these are the front. And then the 330mm hose is going to go on the front of the clutch master cylinder, which is there. quite a tight squeeze. There we go. So that's your front frame with associated pipework, pedals and all sorts. But looking very, very busy and very, very well detailed. So there we are. So that's that. I will see you back soon for part 25, is it? And we'll be looking at pack 28, maybe 29. I'm not sure what's in them yet, but we will have a look. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.